go.
What up? What up? What up? We are live, man. Sports Talk Wednesdays live with D and the Doc, man. Things of that
Y'all know
nature.
what
What it
that
do?
is. Y'all know what
What
it
it
is.
do?
What it do. What it do.
Yeah, made it through another week, man. It's been crazy out here, man. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to go over, man. I know even got some baseball stuff, man. So
Yeah,
yes,
hey, that's funny you said that because I was dabbling in some baseball the other day, and yeah, just yesterday, like, man, what's going on in the baseball world since I ain't been really keeping
right,
up like I used to. So
right, right. Well,
I was
off
like,
season,
man,
I
let
don't
me
follow with that
see what's
much, but
cracking.
since we got a
Yeah,
obligation to our listeners and ourselves as well, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get right to it, man. So with no further ado, y'all ready, right? You owe it to yourself. Stay tapped in. Let's go.
Wednesdays live, let's ride. D and Doc's on the mic, no lie. Clap it up, stand tall, we thrive. Things of that nature, we keep it live. Woo! Yeah, Sports Talk Wednesdays live.
yeah. Welcome to Sports Talk Wednesday live. Hey, the divisional round, bro, it did not disappoint. We had some thrillers, we had some blowouts, we had some teams that smell like they left the season in the dryer too long. Shit, a little bit of everything, right?
Right.
Yeah. So man, we're gonna start off with the good. Y'all know what it is: the good, the bad, the ugly, and the stank. We're gonna get it to you, give it to you real direct. Start off. Hey, Denver and Buffalo, classic game. That was a good game, bro.
Yeah.
That was a good
Well,
game. Broncos survived in overtime. Uh, man, just I know there was a lot of calls that people felt was iffy, and I
mm-hmm.
could agree with some of them. Some of them, I'm like, hey, when you got everybody saying it is what it is, then can't be something different. Like, okay, so the one thing I will say is that when you're watching the games, that head referee guy that commentates along with them, I kind of rock with his judgment because he's been in the game a long time and he's been doing it. So when he sees certain things, they're like, okay, that was a bad call or that was a missed call. I can respect him hearing him more than anybody else. So, when you look at stuff, hey, whether it's going your team's way or not, the call is the call. Some of that shit ain't cool. Some of it is what it is, right? Like, shit. But anyways, man.
Nah. Hold on. I can't let you proceed, bro. I gotta say
No,
this.
you
Nah,
don't feel that way, bro.
I gotta say this. No, because it's more of the time. I get it what you're saying. I totally agree. But we all know this, man, because I'm gonna even bring up some more stuff later on in this about just the mentality of these officials, bro. Like that's something that is beyond like even at a high school level all the way up. That's why I love to get me, what I'm saying, Charlie on here so we can ask him some questions, man, because it's like it doesn't seem like they're held accountable. And I know they got to have some type of accountability, some type of
Yeah,
reprimand program, something like,
you
oh,
gotta have something. Yeah, you're right.
it
You're
just doesn't
definitely
seem
right.
like that from the outside, man. It's not transparent. So that's all.
Very much so. I feel you on that because you'll see a lot of calls made by certain refs in certain games, and you're like, okay, this dude is making these calls that are obviously, or I'll say this person because we got male and female refs now, but
Correct.
our experienced ones are more of the men, the fellas, and it's like, dude, you're selected for these bigger games, right? These bigger matches, these title matches and
Correct.
divisionals and all this because of your right. We would say because of your honest and good officiating, quote unquote. Right? We're gonna say that, but like
Is
Some of the
it?
calls,
Is it
bro.
really that?
Like,
Or
well,
is
you
it
would
just
okay. So I don't know, but I would assume that you get picked to the bigger games because you know how to call shit correctly. You would think that's how you work your way up to be able to call playoff games and
so
divisional
yeah,
titles
I
and
can
stuff
see
like
that like
that.
a respected
So
level of
yeah,
your
like they
officiating.
respect
I
this
can see that.
official, his biasness
Right,
isn't shown, like what I'm saying, he's fair,
right.
yada 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 yada, the whole shit. So, but then you got refs that are known to fuck over teams
And target certain shit.
and
Yep.
target certain players, certain, you know,
Yeah.
and let's keep it a thou wow. You need to leave your motherfucking feelings in the parking lot in the trunk of your car when it's time to put them stripes on, man. Like
But that's the
real
problem.
talk. And that's
That's the problem.
everybody bringing their feelings and emotions to
Right.
work, and you
Right.
can't do that. You know what
Right.
I mean? You can't do that. You're here to call that game down the middle, bro. So if
On the
it's a
damn
hold
middle.
on this side on offense and you don't call it, you damn sure better not call it on the other side. You know what I
Right.
mean? And vice versa. If you calling these types of calls, then you better call them on both. It better not be some one-sided,
Good
lopsided
luck.
BS. And
Good luck.
we know that in every sport right now, bro. We're having a big, big deal with officials. It's
Hmm.
crazy. Something needs to be done. And like you said, is there an accountability? Do you get a write-up? Do you get a dock of pay? Yeah, like do you get fined for fucking up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And
Like,
I think the accountability should be something that we are able to, like, say, understand and bring it to the forefront so it's transparent so we can see
yeah.
it. Because we
Just like
see when
fines, right? Just
right.
like
Right.
players getting, 2 days
Exactly.
later, a player gets fined for something that happened in the game. And you're like,
Right. Right.
okay, but what about these officials?
We
We keep
don't
hearing
hear
about
nothing
players,
about
but
it.
what
They
about,
talk about it. They say that they do, but we
oh
don't
yeah, they
hear shit.
messed up. They messed up. Yeah, they do say that they messed up. Okay, so what are y'all doing to fix this? Because you keep
Right.
messing up.
Or
It's not like
we got, yeah, they come out and say, so and so of the league says that yes, this was a missed call after we went back and we reviewed it. It was a miss, but it doesn't do anything. That's the whole thing.
yeah,
It doesn't make anything better for the next time. And what is the situation? Can you and you think every referee wants to get picked to be in these big games and late into the season? See, some of these
no,
referees ain't in it for that.
yeah,
So being
definitely.
picked is not really something to me that is like, hey, okay, like, oh, you didn't get picked, so that's your punishment. That ain't
Yeah,
punishment. That ain't punishment.
exactly,
So
exactly.
not
So we're
even
gonna
punishment.
go on and finish. Yeah, we're gonna go on and finish it up, man. The Broncos survived in overtime, man. The Patriots, they look like the most disciplined team left. You know what I mean? They played a good game, man. Um,
Right.
the Rams, they stayed icy in the crunch, right? Crunch time. And the Seahawks, well, you already know what they did, man.
Man.
They
Nah.
put hands, feet, elbows, knees, and everything to the Niners, bro.
They was strong, bro. They walked us. They
Yeah,
trained us. Yeah, they had
yeah.
us
They came
read
through. They wasn't playing.
how
That
many.
12th man was in the stands, bro. It sounded loud. It looked loud.
Hey, we lost.
And
We
that,
we 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 left all our energy out there dancing in the intro. That's when we had bringing out the radio and the boom boxing and all of that, man. And I'm like, yeah, we looked good. It looked like we was ready, but we
look,
left all our
yeah.
energy right
Look,
there because the first play of
that
the game, first play of the
touchdown.
game. So
Yeah.
how do you not be
92
ready for
yarder.
the first play of the game? Y'all made
Yeah.
history, man, and that's my
Yep.
squad. Like I said, man, but we took one
Yep.
L's.
Yep. So we're gonna slide on into the bad. Buffalo they didn't close. They couldn't close. Houston couldn't adjust. Chicago couldn't finish drives. And the Niners offense, hey, they couldn't find the end zone with a GPS at the point for some point. You know what I mean? We all know field goals don't win games, bro. Not like that. You can't kick field goals all game. It
We
doesn't,
didn't kick but one field goal. So
that's
we
right.
know that ain't gonna win a game.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, it was all bad, bro. The ugly Niners defense got cooked,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
Houston's O line turned into a revolving door, bro. That CJ Stroud was on his back all game, bro. Like that young dude, I don't think he's seen that much pressure before in a
He
game,
was
bro.
the
Besides against us. But I
him
mean,
specifically him, or you talking about just period?
I'm just saying him, just far
Oh,
as that game. Like besides
I
we
said
I
Herbert
forgot how many
was.
times we sacked him. We sacked him
Yeah,
like
he was
I
this
think we
week.
got him like 7 or 8 when we played him in the earlier in the season. But I mean, he had it rough, bro. Pick after pick, like just turnover after
Yeah,
turnover after turnover. It was like
that
God,
whole
so
game, everybody was turning over the ball a
yeah,
lot.
bro. Both sides of the ball, it was real sloppy
I even
football.
told I think did I send it to you? I was like, yeah, it's scripted. And did I send you that text? I was like, yeah, it's scripted, bro. Because I was like, every time I'm looking up, bro, it was pick, fumble, this, that,
Yeah,
crazy plays,
crazy.
bro. Yeah,
Um, yeah, Buffalo's late game execution wasn't good. I mean, Josh Allen was throwing balls to people like he playing fucking kill the man with the ball, right?
hmm
Type like backyard shit. He was just like, what is
can't,
with quarterbacks
you can't even say
holding
it
the
no.
ball like this, bro? What is this in a football game?
That's hey, now it's
Bro,
all about
what is this?
nowadays. It's
Protect
all
the
about
fucking
how
ball.
you look when you do it,
Yeah.
not what you doing.
No one cares. Not a real person should care about how you look scoring a touchdown or running a play, as
Right,
long as the play is successful. They don't
right.
give a shit how the like, did you stop him? Yeah. But it took 7 of us to, whatever. Did you stop him? Like it doesn't like all that cute shit, man. They need to say that shit for a modeling contest or something, bro. You
Right.
out there on the gridiron, you should be knocking the
Give
snot
me a
out of each
second,
other.
bro. I gotta take a call, bro.
Yeah,
Handle
yep,
your
handle it. Yep, I got you. And so like I said, Buffalo's late game execution was horrible. Chicago's protection over time, if there was any, right? Because it didn't look good. It was hard to watch. You feel me? And finally, I'm gonna jump off into the stank, uh, the stuff you can't Febreze, right? Still stinking, not good. The Niners, once again, performance so far, you could smell it through the TV, man. It was not good. I was glad I was at dinner and could only glance at the TV every now and then from where I was sitting. I was like a little from the bar, so I could glance over. Up, not get any better. Let me keep on keeping on. Right. Um, Houston's offense was funky in all the wrong ways. Buffalo's heartbreak is like a yearly tradition, man. They got the January blues, right? For whatever reason, it don't happen. Chicago was just they had some crunch time confusion, man. Uh, it was just crazy. It was a playoff pressure that turned into playoff odor. You feel me? Um, and it is what it is, man. We off to the championship rounds, AFC championship, NFC championship, man. We got the Broncos versus the Patriots. Actually, it's the other way around because they got to come through us anyway. Um, Patriots are a very good disciplined team, man. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They control turnovers and tempo. I mean, but Denver's magic is real, man. And New England's structure travels. So we got to see how well they do. Pretty decent on the road. Um, we got we got the bad quarterback situation, man. Shout out to Bo Nix. Rest up, heal up. We'll see you next season, big dog. And Stiddy. Everybody sleeping on my man Stiddy for some reason. They act like this dude hasn't played before. I'm not saying he's some super great individual, but the man's been around the league. He's backed up, he's backed up the GOAT, Tom Brady. Uh, he was like the MVP of the preseason. Very poised individual, man. He knows what he's doing. I think, I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. We're not going to look for him to carry the team on his shoulder. Everybody else going to have to step up more to help him out. That run game really going to have to be something tremendous for Denver to pull this off, man. But I'm tired of all you people out there sleeping on us because they're not that good. Y'all barely win games, bitch. We win. I don't want to hear nothing else. Yada. We win. Off to the NFC Championship, man. We got the Sea Squawks and the Rams. A lot of people are leaning toward the Seahawks. They the hottest team in football after they did what they did with Frisco. The defense is man, they peaking at a perfect time. They get, when it counts, right? The Rams can keep it close, but I think Seattle's physicality is just different right now, man. They coming out like, man, they coming out. Like they just coming with it. They trying to knock everybody head off. They got a point to prove, and they are truly proving it. Um, Game times are as follows. We got the AFC Championship game on the 25th, which is Sunday. CBS, Paramount, all that good stuff. Then you got the NFC game championship, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That's 3:30 West Coast, and the same with the AFC. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock our time out here on the West. Uh, Man, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're gonna see who's headed off to the Super Bowl, right? With these two games right here, man. So good luck to everybody except the Patriots. Fuck y'all. And I mean that from the bottom and the top of my heart and both sides of it, all the way around. Don't nobody like y'all. Ain't nobody never liked y'all. And we ain't gonna start liking y'all today. You feel me? Man, my man's still gone, but we gonna jump off into these the coaching situation that we've got going on here. It's a lot of firing, a step down, and some more firing. Just to get you up to par. If y'all didn't check us out last week, but you should have, but probably didn't. If you didn't, here we go. Coaches that were fired after week 18, right? Or during the season as well. You got Mike McDonald, Miami. We got Harbaugh. We got Jonathan Gannon from the Cardinals. Pete Carroll, of course, from the Los Stinker Raiders. Kevin Stefanski from the Browns. Raheem Morris, Atlanta Falcons. We got Brian Callahan, Tennessee. He was fired back in October. We've got Brian DeBall. He got fired earlier in the season by the Giants, right? And we got, of course, the great Mike Tomlin stepped down after 19 seasons. So there's an opening there. And then after the playoff rounds, right? After just last week, Sean McDermott from the Buffalo Bills, they let him go. So that's 10 departures, man. And we got some hires, a couple teams. So Jim Harbaugh, I mean, not Jim, sorry, Jim, John Harbaugh. He was the first hire in the cycle, man, with the New York Giants. Kevin Stefanski, he's replacing Raheem Morris for the Atlanta Falcons. Jeff Hafley, he is replacing Mike McDonald out there in Miami. And then you got Robert Slaw, or Saul, whatever his last name is. Tennessee Titans, man. They're trying to finalize a deal with him. So that's going to leave, as of yesterday, just understand, I didn't check into nothing today because we doing this today, right? So we still got the Bills, the Ravens, the Cardinals, the Raiders, and the Browns, and the Steelers are looking for coaches. Shit. Good luck with that. I hope y'all find who you're looking for. Look forward to looking at the draft and see who gets who and what happens where. But that's it for your wonderful, good, bad, ugly, and stank of the NFL, man. We are going to take a quick break and do a little something else. You feel me? Check it.
Mile high stepping, cities in the zone. Orange glow, lightning, power dome. On the field, every number, ride with pride. Broncos in the house, watch our defense slide.
Ride on, Orange Crush, we bring that heat. Woo! 60-minute, man, no surrender, no retreat. Yeah.
Blue skies blaze when we take that field. Bronco Nation, that line don't yield. Hands up, stand tall, run hard,
No fear.
no fall. Orange and navy, bleed that tone. Bronco Nation, this our home. We don't break, hit hard like thunder. Make the other team reroute the unders.
Altitude pressure, feel it on sight.
Bronco Nation.
Ride on, take flight. Woo! Ride on, ride on, ride on, ride on. Stomp for the ones in the city with heart. Every grit we built from the start. My high stay charged like that. Ride Broncos, respect on that. Denver where the streets don't sleep. Orange Navy, them colors run deep. Hit square ready, all pride, no high. Bronto block, ride my ties.
Place where we take that field.
Ride on,
Place where we take that field.
ride on.
Place where we take that field. Hands up, stand tall, run hard,
No fear.
no fall. Orange and navy, bleed that tone. Bronco Nation, this our home. Bronco Nation, this our home. Run hard,
Ride on.
Bronco Nation.
Touchdown, Denver. Wow, that is stunning.
Yeah, we back, Jack.
Back, man.
Yeah,
Life
yeah.
is handy, bro. Whoa.
Yeah, bro. Already know.
Yeah,
Already
man.
know. Hey, so so we finished up the football while you was handling your business.
Okay.
But I got a question because I always got a wacky but popular sport to
Mhm.
throw out there for all the thinksters, man. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do what it do,
All that.
rock with
Yeah.
us, hit all the buttons, the bells, the whistles, tap in. We on all platforms from YouTube to TikTok to all the rest of them. Shit.
Amen.
It's a
Yeah.
bunch of we out
Yeah.
there. So let me ask you this, bro.
What up?
Have you heard of cheese rolling?
Yes. I've actually watched a couple of not like full competitions, but yes, bro. That is a wacky sport, bro. There's a
Yes,
reigning
it is.
champion
Yes, it
that is got it down to a science almost. But yeah, I have.
Yeah. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know, cheese rolling is a legendary event in Gloucestershire. I don't know what it's called. That's just you can look the shit up. It's in England. Competitors
Yeah.
sprint, or should I say, let me be more accurate. They tumble down. They tumble down
They take
a
head of it.
dangerously steep hill, chasing a rolling wheel of double Gloucestershire cheese. First one to the bottom wins the cheese, along with some bruises and bumps and whatever else come with it, right? It's
Right.
chaotic, it's historic. Hey, it draws crowds from all over the world. And if you don't believe me, just check this out.
I don't know, I can't even describe it. It's just you think it's a certain size on TV and in pictures, and you get here and it's just Herculean. It's massive.
Hey, what you doing in the first one? Yeah, chill.
All the champions, me, Steve Brain, Steve Joyd, we've all stayed on our feet, leant back, and just gone with it for 4.
you can't imagine, and even the photographs don't do it justice. This, parts of this hill are a sheer job.
And I don't even like cheese.
They're real traditional double Gloucester cheeses made at a local farm, 9 pounds in weight. They're great big circular things, and by the time they've bounced the second time on the hill here, they really take off. They're doing about 40-50 miles an hour, so they're dangerous missiles. Even in the war, they kept going with this when there were no cheeses to be had, and they used replica wooden cheeses, and that really, I think, just typifies the British, doesn't it?
So, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. That video was a very mild ending to that race. There, if you go out there and just research, just go out there and Google cheese rolling, and you'll see people like flying through the air, bro. It's crazy.
People get injured and they take it as a badge of honor to be injured, a broken bone, limb, hand, whatever, man, leaking, hitting rock, bro. That's brutal.
I saw the 2025 champion.
Okay.
I just didn't select that video because it was just showed him. I should have. It was crazier. So this dude goes down and he flailed and flipped a couple times, right?
Mm-hmm.
He won and walked away with a cheese wheel and broken ribs.
Right.
It was juice, bro. Like he was like
pumped up, getting ready for getting ready for next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is one crazy, wacky sport that draws a lot of people to it.
Right. It is, man. That's crazy.
If you think you're bad, you know what? You think you so tough. Go try that sport. Go give it a shot.
Would you do it?
Go give it a shot. Nope.
No. Come on, man.
Nah, bro.
You wouldn't go take TOTN out there and go represent.
TOTN will go out there and we will watch and we will hilariously commentate and talk shit while the rest of them Nimrods flail and fling their bodies and just ain't nobody got insurance. I didn't see a paramedics. I didn't see an EMT. It looks like they're far from a hospital, bro. I'm cool.
That's like going to swim at your local swim hole. Hey, ain't no lifeguards and nothing out there, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm
cool. Yeah, do a flip off the side of the mountain if you want to.
Yeah. And like the guy said, when you see it on TV, you look, that ain't steep till you get there. And he was like, it drops. It drops. Parts where it drops.
Everything is different then.
Yeah. They don't smooth out the hill. They don't remove the rocks. Bro, it's just
it's crazy.
Good
That's
luck.
what it is, bro. That shit is crazy.
That's almost, that's like a form of Russian roulette, bro. Just a form of Russian roulette. It's just because you could die. Honestly, bro, if you were to go down that hill and that momentum, and then you hit a spot where you dip or flip or something, bro, and you land wrong, well, it's a wrap.
Right.
You hit a rock, you hit you know what I mean, or you land on your head or like anything, bro. Come on.
It's a wrap.
It's over with,
bro.
And they're not gonna give you a statue or nothing. It's just nothing. These people don't even get paid.
Make YouTube real. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah, after that, you might as well forget it. But that's definitely something I wouldn't do. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that right off the bat, bro.
I'm cool.
You ain't got to
I'll
worry
be a
about that for me.
spectator.
What
I
happened?
will spectate. I said I'll just be a spectator. That's it.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about none of that from me, bro. Like you said, we'll be out there with film. We'll be out there talking our shit, doing what we got to
Yeah,
do.
hey, I'll be
But
out there with some ice packs. I'll sell some ice packs and some ace bandages and shit.
it's hot.
Icy hot. Yeah. Here, you're gonna need a
Some
bath bomb. Here, take 3 of them. You're gonna need all of this. You're gonna need to soak for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
man. Well, there we have it, man. Another damn crazy, wacky world, right? Of sports.
You know,
And we gonna continue finding to bring it out to you guys, man. And you know, if you guys got any that you know about, man, let us know. Drop it in the comment section, and we'll grab that and do some research on it for you and give you the props and the shout out.
for sure.
All right,
We got
y'all.
up next, big dog.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it's the halfway point in the NBA, man. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick recap of what happened over like last night, just real quick, man, and then we'll go ahead and tap into some headliners. And the only reason why, man, is because it's been rivalry week in the NBA. So you know what I'm saying, that always gives a lot. Big comeback.
MLK Day, MLK Day has some nice nice. I just
Yeah.
didn't realize they were so early in the day, and I was like, "Oh man,
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
That
all these
they
games are
did
good."
start,
Like,
they did start early. I'll say that because
yeah,
I
they did.
got caught off guard, and I was like, "Damn, they already got it jumping." So,
Yeah, because
normally
yeah,
it's not
like
that
early,
early.
bro. Like before
They had
noon, I
a 9,
think there was
they
the
had,
game
they had a
on,
9
right?
o'clock game. They had a 9
Yeah,
o'clock game.
okay, yeah, that's the one I caught. I was like, "Why is there a game on so early?" I was like, "What the?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh shit!" They said they was gonna have all these matchups, so yeah, it was.
yeah. My
And I
phone
kept
starts
saying
cutting
over
off.
the weekend
What?
that all these matchups are some serious matchups. Like these gonna be some good games. So yeah, go ahead. I'm
Well,
done.
they use that to no, you good. They use that to jump off the rivalry week, man. And then you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, the halfway point, like literally. So, you know, and then we got All-Star weekend coming up too. So we'll dive into a little bit of all of that. But anyhow, just a real quick recap of some games that went on last night. Luka Doncic and the Lakers, man. You hear how I said that? Luka Doncic and the Lakers.
That's why. That's how you were supposed to say it. No
I
other
know.
way should it be said. No
Right.
other
So
way.
they went ahead, man, and they got a dub last night, man. He put up 38 points and a triple double. He had 38, 13, and 10, man. So I know he did break a record too for getting, I forget how many now that is triple doubles, but yeah, man. They did erase a 15-point deficit. But you know, Denver was shorthanded. They was kind of like on a little ill tip last night. So, you know, some of them was missing games. A lot of people been missing a lot of games because of illnesses. To me, bro, I think that's the new, my opinion, nothing else but my opinion, y'all, right? I think that's the new way to go ahead and get rest. You know what I'm saying? Because before it
Yeah,
used to be
that's
a lot of
what they call it, the load management.
yeah, the load management. I didn't want to
Load
say it,
management.
but
Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
what
fuck
we
them.
do.
It's load management. We know what y'all doing. Y'all ain't that slick.
Yes, that's the new load. Because it's easy to say I'm sick, man. I got the bubble guts. And guess
Got
what?
bubble guts.
There's no test for that.
Ain't no test for
There's no
that.
test for bubble guts.
Ain't
There's
no
no
test for
test for
that.
a
We
headache.
know that from the military, right? We know
That
that. How you
part.
gonna get out of work? Shit, my
That's
stomach hurt.
part. Yeah, I got the bubble guts, man. I got a headache, a migraine, and I'm working out here. You know what I'm saying? By these big ass turbine
Plane.
engines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, no. But yeah. Anyhow, so they got the dub over Denver. I think we always know that that's a big matchup right there. But they came up short because once again, the Joker is injured. We got another one where Utah went ahead and topped over on Minnesota. 127, 122. Keontae George exploded for a career high points. He had 43. And of course, another big rally from being down 15. The Jazz came back and snapped a 4-game slide. Anthony
He a
Edwards,
very young dude.
who? Keontae George?
Keontae. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
realize. I seen him in an interview last week
yeah, very young.
after the show, and I was
They
like,
got a young
damn, he
squad.
like a little. He look hella young. I was like, damn, they got some young dudes. Like,
You remember Keontae George was supposed to come on the show? Remember that?
yep. Faker.
We already had Laurie Market in, so yeah, he was Keontae
Yeah.
George was next, and then we had technical difficulties, right? So yeah, but once again, Anthony Edwards, man, shout out to him. He countered that with a 38 points in the loss, man. So shout out. He's putting up good numbers, man, this year.
Yeah, you
We're
can't do
gonna
that.
have a little bit more of
That
him,
shows that you can't do it by yourself.
right? And we're gonna have a
But
little
your
bit
other
more.
teammates need to fucking step it up, bro. If I'm putting up 38 and we ain't winning, somebody ain't doing their job, and I'm gonna have to look at the other 4 on the court, right? Like, hey,
either that or you just gotta lock it down on defense. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got people that ain't
don't
got
nobody want to play defense no more, bro.
yeah. But see, that's the key to all of this is especially if you're a person coming off the bench. Just newsflash, you should be pointing as defense is one of your abilities that you work on every game, because when you go out there, they really gonna need people to put lockdowns, whether it's the start
They not
spot.
looking at you to come off the bench and necessarily score.
Or
They
yeah,
need
of
you
course
to do.
they're gonna
They
need
need you
numbers.
to, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta. I wasn't good at basketball, but I could play defense. I could play
And that's what
defense.
I
My
tell people, man.
hustle got me on the team, bro. That's the only thing that got me on the team.
Likewise.
And I didn't care
That was-
about shooting. I'm gonna take at least one shot a game. If you pass that bitch, I'm shooting. But if on defense, I'm playing defense. Like,
telling you, play defense. You become a havoc to their offense, and you battle. You them 50-50 balls. You jump on.
Yep.
You now I'm gonna say dive, because a lot of this is gonna probably be on the outside. But if you're in a gym setting, you diving for loose balls. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, man. Coaches like to see that. If you're really serious about getting in the game and doing what you got to do, that's going to get you a lot of that attention. So
some of these young cats don't want to dive. They don't want to, because that's doing too much. That type of bullshit, doing too much. And then when you don't make the squad or you don't get the playing time you feel you deserve, you think it has to do with your offensive game. No, sir. It has to do with your defensive game, youngster. Because you show a team that you can play defense, bro, the scoring is going to come to you.
Right. But not only that, though, what it's going to do is when you need to lock stuff down in those crunch moments, like, saying under 2 minutes and you guys are exchanging baskets, or now it's under a minute, you need somebody to stop and play some good defense without fouling. That's where that comes in handy. They're not looking for your scoring acumen to come off the bench. They already got that, especially in crunch time. The play ain't going to be called to no third option. That's very rare. It's going to be 1 or 2, and that's got to go. But you can make it happen. You can put your impact and print on the game by having great defense, by locking that person down, making them take a tough shot. And I'll tell you this, the opposition that you're playing against, right, and the opposition that you play against, including the coach, that player is going to come up after the game and tell you how well you did if you were playing outstanding defense and making it tough for them, regardless if they put up 30. Regardless of that, like, some of these players you can't stop. Great defense, but sometimes offense beats great defense. It happens, right? But they still go up and they recognize it and they let you know, like, hey man, outstanding defense. Hey man, you made me work for everything tonight. No matter what. You hear that about the greats, right? They'll say, like, man, this dude, but damn, he put up 42 on you. Yeah, but shit.
That's that's how Durant used to be looked at early on in his career. You know what I'm saying? What did Kobe call him? Durantula? He's like, man, that dude can defend, like, and then, as you get your head get big, you kind of slacked off a little bit. But
your body can't maintain like some of this top level.
Yeah, some of that shit you can't just, over the years, bro, you got to play smarter, not harder, right? So
Definitely.
that's where that IQ comes into play and stuff like that. But yeah, man, defense. It'll get you playing time. It'll get you minutes.
You look at the top teams, man. A lot of those top teams that go on to win championships, you'll see they was in the top 5 rankings in defense. You won't find, and I'd probably even be more even to say within the top 3 in defense. So, but once again, a lot of people, all they do is watch the offense. And don't forget rebounding. I always tell people rebounding, that's not defense, that's not offense. That's a whole different skill set. Rebounding is huge. So let's go ahead and press on, man. San Antonio, they went ahead and beat the Jazz last night for a third straight win, improving to 30-13. And once again, it's all important because this is halfway point in the season, so you do get at least a fair sample size of how teams are moving forward, regardless of injuries or not. Hence the Niners, right? Houston Rockets and the Pelicans, they went ahead and played 119-110. Houston beat them. Once again, another 16-point comeback. That was a crazy game, man. That was kind of odd to watch because these runs that these teams go on are pretty phenomenal, man. You think 16 points used to be not like a big, like, oh man, it's over. But it used to be like, damn, bro, we down by 16, 18, 20 points. And it was like, damn, bro, this is going to take more time than what the clock has left in the game. But nowadays, you can get these runs back at 20-point runs, but I seen teams do that within a matter of 2-3 like minutes game time, bro. Other team can't score. It'd be like 21-2 run. I was like, over the last 3 minutes, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How does that even happen, bro? Without getting no timeouts or nothing? Like, come on,
Yeah.
coaches. All right, so Golden State, man, they went ahead and got a dub last night, man. They've been having it pretty tough, but they earned their fourth straight win over Charlotte. And then we got Chicago and the Clippers. Clippers, man, they halted their 6-game streak last night, man. But shout out to them; they've been doing doing what they got to do. Chicago just came in and put it on. Well, actually, I think we were in Chicago, but anyhow, they did go ahead and put it on us, man. 138-110. That was without Kawhi Leonard. He's been missing, and we had that on here where I said, man, he's playing great basketball. But watch, what about that halfway point? Remember? I said the All-Star break. Watch. So Milwaukee Bucks, the last game, and the Hawks, they went ahead and topped over the Hawks with a 112-110. So Oklahoma City, man, they're 36-8, and the Spurs continue to solidify their position at the second in best in the West right now with their defense. So yeah, that's just what happened, man. Let's move on to some of the tabloids that I feel is important, man. Just as a basketball, watcher and love of the game, man. I think this is a big one. Another one, and another one goes down, right? Another one bites the dust. Jimmy Butler, man, he tears his ACL, man. He's out for the season. So Golden State Warriors, man, they just can't, seem to always have something going wrong at the wrong time. So maybe it's the California weather. But anyhow, basically that was a bad situation. You just saw him, man. It was him doing like a hop step to go up for a layup. And most people, they finish the play and then they, come up hobbling. But when he hop stepped and that knee caved in, man, he was literally by himself, man. He just let go of the ball and went straight down. I knew it was over at that point. Because most people, they attempt to finish the play. And when he just was like, fuck everything, you could just see it. And he just grabbed that knee, bro. And man, hopefully for a good speedy recovery on that, man. But he got a torn right ACL, man. Sucks, man.
We need a physical therapist or somebody on the show that can tell us what. I mean, we know like the ACL is a big. I mean, that's sports across the board, right? Tearing the ACL, and we figure with all this technology we got and all this science that they haven't figured, like, how do you strengthen that to where you can, prevent a tear, prevent a pull for are there, nowadays they got all these little different exercises and movements that you can make and do to strengthen ligaments and joints and tendons and stuff. So, I mean, I'm just curious.
And I'll say this. When you look at some of these players like a Kawhi Leonard, now you look at a Jimmy Butler, Brandon Roy back in the days, like I said, one of the greatest that never really got to a chance because of that. You look at the Tracy McGrady's. Those things that are like this, like, to me, in my opinion, it's just the style of basketball that they play. You know what I mean? It's like it's already a hard sport on your knees as it is. I mean, but when you play like they do, they're explosive. Like, I'm not saying like it to me, like in football, only like the one person or two people that really do a lot of cutting are the quarterback and the running backs, or sometimes I'll say maybe the wide receivers. but not all of them do, right? But in basketball, your movement space is a lot more condensed, so your cuts are a little bit more defined. And like you said, when you see that hop step, it's just like the way you're going, you're hopping, and then you're trying to get a quick twitch to explode back up. That's a lie, bro. I mean, I'm not saying like that's the reason, because like there's people doing it all the time and ain't going through this as much, but damn, bro, that's
Yeah.
oh man, you're right though. It's a great question to ask because it's not just that, man. It's like sometimes like with the Achilles, right? We get a lot of that as well.
Like
You know what I'm
how
saying?
like it's a way to tell if these muscles are
Growing in
weakening or
hamstrings.
yeah, can you like I know MRIs because you can't x-ray muscle. I get that. I understand that. In an MRI, like is there a precaution that can be like I remember one time I like to me personally, I'd be like, I'm going to the doctor. I want a full body scan, like do a full MRI, find whatever wrong, right? Let's fix shit. You know what I'm saying? But
They
I
can't
know that's
though.
money, right? I know that's money and we can't, but
Yeah, it's more than just money. It's just they wouldn't do it just because of the amount of radiation that your body would be enduring at that time. So
yeah. So, but it's like, man, there's got to be something done. Hey, can y'all
right,
do an MRI on these on my Achilles to make sure they're in good health? Or I don't know, something, bro. Like
right.
to like uh see maybe a tear that might be, very, very minute now, but hey, you keep playing like this,
But
it's
let
gonna
me
be a
ask you this:
problem. You need to heal up or you need to do some type
there
of
we have the
something to
issue,
strengthen that.
and that's where I was going to go with this. Because think about this though: how many players, think of Kobe, think of Jordan, think of these type of individuals with this mindset are going to listen to that? Oh, you have a possibility because this is compromised here. You got a
Yeah.
slight tear here. You think they're gonna care, bro? And stop
No,
and be
they're
like,
not.
okay, let me go
No,
back and let me take it easier.
no.
They're like, I
But
don't feel
see,
it.
I mean,
It's
it could
proper,
still
like soft
it could
tissue.
still be something done, let's say off season wise. Like, hey, off season,
See,
you need to work on them Achilles. You need to work on there's some
right,
weakening parts of your body you need to focus on so that your
right,
overall performance will be good. Something,
right.
bro, like something.
I
Because the
feel you.
Achilles sucks, bro. I popped mine and that shit, bro. I'm not
But
even
those,
a
and
professional athlete, and that shit
these are
is
soft tissue injuries, and that goes through proper stretching and strengthening. That's it. Like they don't have, you know what I mean? Like you said, you have to strengthen it, but then you also got to stretch it properly, bro. Like stretching is one thing that's overlooked in every aspect, even just in everyday growing as
like
a young teenager in life,
yeah,
as
yeah, life
adolescent,
as
going into an
adolescent
adult.
to when you
Stretching
get
is
older.
huge. Yeah, it's huge, and I think it's the human thought process that that's not gonna happen to me. I do all of this. But this could be
No,
that
that's
one
it.
thing. Because I'll say this though, bro. As much as I stretch, it feels like I'm like, damn, bro. It feels like I don't do enough. See what I'm
I
saying?
feel you. I feel you.
So it really just depends on what they're doing all the time. So that's the intake of the proper foods. Then have a chef. Like we're throwing high expectations for people out there. Not everybody has and makes those type of contracts.
You're right. You're right.
And
But
and when
there's
they
always a
do,
way. There's always if there's a will, there's a way. If you got
you're
dudes
right.
in Africa pushing, dribbling, flat basketballs in the rain, working on their handles and shit, bro. Like
Right,
there's
right. But
something
once
right.
again, hold on. But okay, let me take that same scenario. We're not expecting them though to do anything.
Yeah.
They're everything that they're doing is doing it out of their pure wanting to make it and get to that
Make
point.
it. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not the lack of, because like I said, look at Jimmy Butler, look at Kawhi. These people are probably some of the best specimen bodies and like shape and like stamina and every like, bro. It's like wow, bro. It's soft tissue injuries. It's ligaments. It's those things. They're like your knee. I don't even know how you can. Just like I have a bad back. How do you strengthen to stop a degenerative situation? It's
Yeah.
degenerative. See what I'm saying? So That's all I'm trying to say, bro. It's like I get it from the outside. We were like, oh man, look at this. You got all of this, but some stuff just can't be prevented. Like,
Yeah, true.
you
Well,
know,
you
like
know the back, you can't prevent nothing with the back. That's
your
bro.
knees either. Your knee and your back
Yeah, your
share the
knees too.
exact
You could roll out of bed like you've been rolling out of bed for the last 40 plus years, bro. And that one
that
day
one
you
day,
roll out and that back is like, fuck
man.
you, I'm not rolling with
Yeah,
you. You know what I'm saying?
bro,
Oh,
change
what did you
everything.
do? Oh, I just grabbed the cup out the cabinet. You know what I mean? Like,
Change the whole dialogue, bro.
everything. I
Right.
remember my pops one time sneezed in the kitchen, bro. We ain't think nothing of it. Just
That's
a
it.
regular old sneeze, man. Pops was laid up for like a week and a half, bro. He that's it. Back gone. I was like, damn.
Mhm. That's
You
it,
know,
bro.
it's like,
Yep.
man,
See you in 2 weeks, maybe 3.
maybe 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So one of the things that is gonna hurt the Warriors real big is gonna be, man. He was averaging almost 22 points a game.
Yeah, that's gonna
And
be
he
a
knew how to
big,
draw
big,
fouls. This
big
dude can get
loss.
to the line, bro. Like he's one
And
of the
Butler
best at
skilled up.
drawing fouls.
Yeah,
And
Butler skilled up.
man, defense.
Yeah, he's an
Now it's all
all-around
on
good
Steph now.
player.
It's all on Steph now. So, like
Well,
Curry
he
said,
can only
man,
be in one position at a time, so so it's gonna be
he said
rough.
it too. He said Curry, man. He said, "quote unquote," man. This is by a committee now. This is all by committee. So now they do got Kaminga. I'm not gonna get too much into that, man. But they don't really have a good eye to eye situation with Kaminga.
Yeah, I've been
But
hearing some things, but it's like he balled though. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, sometimes it's his opportunity. It's his opportunity to go ahead and say, like, hey, man, do I want to go out there and do I want to gripe and complain and hold and, saying grudges and all
yeah,
of that?
bro.
Or is it going to be that team and Steve Kerr go to him and be like, look, bro, whatever we got going, that don't mean nothing. We just got to go ahead and go out here
You
and
still
win
gotta do
hard.
your job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
tell
You still
something.
got to earn
You
your
still gotta
paycheck.
go do your job. Just go get your
Yeah.
check, man. Do what you do that
No,
puts
just
you
don't go.
here, right?
Go earn your paycheck. That's
Go
my
earn
thing.
your
There's
paycheck.
a lot of
Yeah,
these dudes on there that's getting it. Go earn your fucking paycheck, man. And then that's gonna
yeah.
put value for you on trade bait. So I wonder what's the problem with him, man. I like his game. I don't know what the problem is. So that's gonna be
Is it locker room antics? Is it issues with or just I don't you know what I mean? I don't
I
know
don't know,
because it's
bro.
always
Um,
because every time I hear something about them, they never say nothing too direct about what's
it's just
the
I think it's
problem
over
is.
money. I just think it's a money thing. Money and burn time, playing time. How much burn he gets.
Yeah,
You're a young player, bro. He knows his value. You understand what I'm saying? Like some of these players are capped because of coaching. And I see it all the time from AAU to high school. Even in now I'm watching I'm saying that because of Jay Bird, he's out there in middle school playing now. And it's like, bro, is it something about the way these coaches coach where they find one player and they just be like they can do no wrong. They let them do whatever they want to do, and then they don't develop everybody else. And I think I look at that in the NBA and see that, bro. It's like some of these don't
that's
allow.
sad to have to see it at that level.
Yeah, you would think
It's
at that
sad when
level,
you notice it at that level. That's not
right?
good. That's not a good look on them as an organization.
Right, bro.
You
And
know what I
but once
mean?
again, I'm not in those locker rooms. I can just only
Yeah,
assume the best way that I can. But if it ain't right and you can't give them, you're not gonna. Don't hold these players hostage either, and players don't hold teams hostage. It's a
exactly.
hand.
It's a match thing. You gotta get rid of that. That whole your ego over the team type shit.
Right, right.
You gotta stop
And we
that.
talk about
You
that
gotta
all the
stop that.
time, man.
Yeah,
We
and
talk
there's some
about
teams that are like,
everything,
oh,
man.
that's what you want to do. Then you can sit your ass over there in the corner
Right, right. But then,
until you.
but then there's other teams that do this. That say, hey, you know what? Cooper flag, green light. You know what I'm saying? Because they need you to develop. There's
Yeah,
teams out there that's like that. Jalen Brunson, when he left Dallas and went to New
yeah.
York, got over to New
Hey,
York, coach said, hey, green light.
green light. Now we're gonna put the load on you. Here you
Right.
go. You know
Right.
what I mean? You wanted to get away,
Mhm.
so that not get away, but you want it to be seen. You wanted more responsibility. You want more burn time, right? Here you
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
And it works for some, and for others like a John Morant, I don't think it works too well. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah,
that. I don't like that Harden has it. You know what I mean? And that's on my team. 'Cause I think we have enough skills on our team because once again, I know my team to be
yeah,
like, dude, we don't need that. And I don't know if that's the same scenario for everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't follow them like I follow like who the fuck we got on our roster and then who we don't. So,
yeah.
but needless to say, it is a lot of that. Right now, it's perfect time too because of the trade deadline that's going to be coming up in
Yep. What,
February.
next month?
So
February,
yeah,
right?
next month, February. Yeah, it's a busy month next month, man. We got All Star and we got the whatchamacallit, the trade deadline. So there's gonna be some movement going on. We'll get more into that as it gets closer as well. But let's go ahead and press on from here to the next story. Now, shout out to this dude, man. They used to call him the alien. It sucks that we live in a time and an era where we can't even call a dude the alien, man, because of all the stuff that's going on with ICE and illegal aliens, and now everything has got to
Crock
be
of
so
shit.
political. It is. Everything's a crock of shit. Just like you can't say playing smear the queer no more, right?
Yeah.
Oops, I said it. Like you can't say it no more because it's
All that
people
shit
get
is dumb,
offended.
man.
But it's just
Yeah.
like, bro, like these are terms and like taking two numbers off of the menu back to back, 6, 7, because why? You have generations that don't know how to behave. They don't know how to just leave things. Oh, it's fun for a little bit and play around with the words and how against win it yourself, but with your homies. But when you start to take that into businesses and you're doing all of this kind of stuff, interrupting other people at their place of business, you can't even
Yeah.
teach because of that kind of stuff. It's like, man. So anyhow, shout out to Victor Wembanyama, um, and what he did in creating this new atmosphere and bringing the that's one thing I'll give a lot about these youngsters, man. They have so many great ideas. If we could just listen to them and if they can articulate them and then give us, whoever us is that has the authority to help that get into some type of reality. So what he did is he rised the Spurs Jackals. It's basically um, reshaping fandom over there in San Antonio. And he brought this up while he was basically when he was injured for a little bit when he had the blood clot thing going on and he couldn't play it. They had to go ahead and shut him down until they could figure all of that because we know that's a deadly situation if not handled properly. Basically,
Yeah.
he went ahead and started this ultra style fan movement of the Jackals. He ended up calling it was an amazing story that I came across when I was watching this because the individual that he selected to be one of the leaders, he reviewed some film and then he went ahead and built the concept himself and contacted this dude. Now, they got a text message. This is like an ultra fan, right? So they got a text message from the San Antonio Spurs office saying that they would like to meet. And if they at this time, the next day at a certain time. Well, he was on his way to a wedding to one of his closest, dearest friends. He was on his way to a wedding, and basically he had to make a decision, my guy. And basically, Wembanyama texted him himself and said that he wanted him to lead this ultra fandom thing or whatever, right? So he turned around, told his homie, you know what I'm saying? I got this opportunity, and I was like, "Damn, that's what's up, man." So anyway, found himself in the meeting. They go ahead, they selected him and a couple other people as basically leading this thing called the Jackals, which is if you know what they have this mascot, and I believe the mascot is of that canine. I'm not sure what it is. If what it, once again, I didn't know, but apparently that's where he got the Jackals. It's in support of that, so it's kind of like a spin off of that. They do the jackal sign whenever he's balling out, so it's pretty good, man. Basically, you howl when he's on the court, he howls at them and they howl back. So it's kind of like what we got as a Clipper fan as the wall, and we got a conductor that conducts all of these different things with the wall. Like I remember one time there was a player that he was scared of clowns, so they had them all wear clown mask. So when he shot free throws, like shit like that, man. And I think that kind of fandom is awesome, bro. So shout out to Wembanyama, man. Him being a big part of it. He's part of coming up with different things with this.
Okay.
Basically his group and stuff. So project, and it's pretty dope, man. It's symbolizing like a new era of fandom, and reimagining the NBA style of what it used to be, just face painting and signs. It's now getting interaction with the teams themselves. So that's dope, bro.
That's dope. That's dope.
Let's see. Yeah, man. I already said that the Bulls, man, they went ahead and snapped the Clippers streak. Man, but they had a game high. Kobe White had a game high of 27 points. He had hit 6 threes. And I'm highlighting this because, bro, like these people that are going on these streaks, bro, they're hitting like 6 out of 7 threes, 7, 8 threes, 9 for 9. And it's like this is like these records are gonna be blown out the water, bro, like pretty soon, because these dudes are coming in lighting the basket up, and they're not even playing that many minutes. So it's just crazy, man. These dudes are shot 40. Chicago shot 47 shots from 3-point land. 47 shots. They hit 25. But just imagine that, bro. 47. As they get better, if you bring that number up to like, hey, in the 30s, bro, these games are gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Crazy,
That's a lot of
crazy.
shooting.
Yeah, ain't it? Shit.
That's a lot
So
of shooting.
I can't even imagine seeing like going out there and putting up that many threes. Like, I don't know, bro. That's crazy. All right. So now on to the All-Star, man. This brings up a great topic that I would like to get some input from you a little bit more on, because last week we brought up the whole point about LeBron James damaging by not taking the challenge that Kobe Bryant, when he slapped the floor and was wanting to play defense against LeBron one-on-one, told everybody not to clear out, but basically like, no, I got this. You know what I'm saying? And wanted that challenge for the fans. And LeBron ended up passing the ball, and somebody ended up taking the three. And at that point, I remember a lot of people saying like that's where the All-Star game kind of like started to veer off and not being so competitive. So he got a lot of the finger pointing in that aspect, and we discussed that. Now this goes ahead and move forward a little bit here, right? There was the voting system on the All-Stars that we're going to start for this year's All-Star game, and drop the All-Star list, right? There wasn't really no true shockers on who, or arguments on who's on the list, and but more about who wasn't on the list or who barely got left off, or those were the more the conversations, right? LeBron wasn't on the starter list. Now, let me just give a little merit to this on how the voting system works, at least for the starters. Okay. Currently, it's 50% fans, 25% player, and 25% media. Okay. So, what that's telling me is that the fans already moved off of him, and probably the players are too, have already moved on beyond that. Now, I can probably say media is probably mixed because my own personal reasons, right? But anyhow, what do you feel about that, man? We'll start there. What do you feel? Do you think that he as at least a starter? What do you? Exactly.
That's how he shouldn't be. I don't see
Yeah.
why you would be elected either.
Right.
Like,
All right.
he's bro, dude damaged the game, dog. Like in more than one way, just ridiculously. Yeah, you good, got all the little accolades, shit, but not enough rings, whatever.
Right.
People are tired. They want to see, like, I hate to say it, it's a young man's game.
Right. Right.
I mean, come
all
on.
sports are really.
All sports are, right? Like once you get to a certain stage, you hopefully, you know, did all you did and laid put your footprint in and your legacy and all that good stuff. But it's
Right.
like I think people are tired of him. I
Yeah.
just think as far as fans, people are into other players. There are other players that are a lot more exciting than him to watch. So I think that's the fan base is gonna grab it. They're gonna shift.
Right.
They
Right.
shifted.
Okay. Let me ask you this. What about as coming off the bench? Because that is still left up in the air. He can still make it right now because now it goes into now it's more of he it's I forget what the split is, but now you get more people that vote people in and say, okay, now I want to go ahead and suggest this person, and you get a
Yeah,
voting
yeah.
system. You know what I'm saying on it.
Was it players and coaches or something?
Yeah, well, yeah, because
Or
media doesn't have anything to do with the bench,
yeah.
and I think it comes down to just more coaches. Honestly,
Um,
the bench is all coaches.
I don't think he should even come off the bench, bro.
Okay,
Just you gonna miss the All Star this weekend, this year.
that'll be,
So
and just once again,
um,
more context, right? This is the first time he hasn't started since
yeah,
he's, you know what I'm saying. And if he misses this completely, you know what I'm saying. Um, you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be
yeah.
something for
It's gonna be a lot of talk if
right,
that happens. It's gonna be a lot of talk on you know the Lakers front office is gonna have to do some talking. Like it's gonna be a lot of you know it's just gonna be a lot of gossip and a lot of media attention on him if he don't make it, bro. Which is gonna
right,
suck because they won't press on with the All Star game without having to mention him all the time. That's just like when you watch any of your sports shows, and the Lakers could be doing nothing, but they bring this motherfucker up every time, and it's like,
right,
bro, talking about a team that's irrelevant, like at the moment or at the time. Why you keep bringing him up because of this person? Nah, bro, they not winning. Why are we talking about a team that's not doing what they normally do? We don't hear about the teams in last place except when they get blown out by somebody else, right? So why are
right.
we constantly bringing up someone who isn't necessarily relevant, bro? Like, why do you have to always be news? For what? There's more exciting things
And
to
that's
see.
and that's
All
one
these
of the things
players
that they
that are
brought up
out here
too.
doing amazing things, and we got to go back to you. Like, come on, man.
And that's one of the things that gets brought up in conversation is it because there's a split with the debates that you know there's a lot of talk about him getting rest and him needing rest, right? Him being like, the seasons are getting longer. Well, the league should coordinate that and free up that spot so that way he doesn't get voted in. Here you get this like there's a
We're
whole
gonna
like
give you this off. It's
there's like a
rest.
10-day break, like, what I'm saying, when it comes to the All-Star weekend. So because they only play games up to like I think Wednesday, the Wednesday or Thursday before, because then Friday it's all events, Saturday, Sunday, and then the next week I think the games don't start until like the weekend. So you that's a lot of time for somebody if the rest is really something that he um is truthful about when his body needs it, right?
Required.
And the
Required
other
to
side is if he doesn't make it, then don't add him in. If it's not
period.
the consensus didn't want him, like he didn't even become in the top five vote, like in the top five of the votes. Um, like that's odd, bro. Like in the numbers and voting numbers, like bro, he's always been. And once again, I'm not even a
Yeah.
Lebron. So it's one of those things that it's just like, man, it's good to see it that it's finally reflecting that, bro, just hang it up. All of the stuff that you do I get it, but you're resting for a longer career because you think that's going to mean a bigger legacy. The longer that you play, you're not playing at a high level. You're not playing like that. And I think the All-Star game is for people who are playing at a high level. So now as far as other people that I think that got snubbed or a chance to go, that man, it sucks because the person that he was up against, which is also somebody who is starting to be looked at as already past the pinnacle of his career, right? And that's
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry. Steph Curry came up. They had to pick a choice between Anthony Edwards and Steph Curry. Was the loudest argument as the starter. Which one do you put at the starting at that position at the
Anthony
start?
Edwards.
And yep, the fans,
Anthony Edwards.
since they got 50% of the vote, guess who they voted for? They
Anthony
voted for
Edwards.
Steph.
Oh, they voted for. Oh, that's right, because he's a fan favorite. Never mind, he's a fan
Yeah,
favorite.
see, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. So starter. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
I'm just playing. But no, I'm just saying he's
No,
a
yeah.
friendlier face than Anthony Edwards. To
Yep.
the,
But like
what
you
I'm saying?
said though,
Not
that
that
is
it's
a
right or
big
wrong, but
step. It's just that he's
yeah.
more of a fan favorite.
I
He's
would
playing,
rather see Anthony Edwards
of course,
start over Steph. You know what I mean? And I'm a fan of Steph. Don't get me wrong. The dude's
right.
amazing, right? Greatest shooter of all time, hands down. Period. We know that. But
hmm
still, at some point, you gotta. Okay, this is where the gatekeeper opens the door.
hmm
Hey,
Right.
let the young dude. Hey, there's a couple of these young ones. They got to come in. Got to let them get their shine. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that I can
Now,
see Steph is what's good for business,
right.
but Edwards is what's good for the game. If you want,
I don't know, because look, this is the only reason why I say that. Just listen, like hear me out. Like Curry is still sought after. Like if Curry goes to, let's just say,
yeah.
another team, Curry, that fandom goes with him.
Oh yeah, that's a
Like
definite.
like there's nobody on,
There's a movement that's gonna come with him. It's gonna
right.
come with it. Yeah,
So that's good
yeah,
for business and the game, right? So that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. It's like Curry, where he goes, he's still sought after. If his name was in trades, teams would still go and bid a high price for him. His value's still up there, and nobody on the Warriors fandom wants him gone. Nobody's saying, "Oh, I wish he hurry up and leave." See what I'm saying? So when I look at it in
I
that, and
haven't
I'm not
even said that.
right, and
I was
what
like,
I'm
I
saying
wouldn't
is,
mind seeing him win another one, right? But not
there's
really. But
people that right, there's people that have probably would say like, "Hey, well, let's trade Edwards." See what I'm saying? That are Minnesota fans. So
yeah,
when I look at it that way, but does his numbers mean that he should be in the conversation? Yeah, he's averaging almost 30 points per game, shooting at 50% from field goal. He impacts the game two ways. He plays great defense. He's a clutch player, and the leading the he's the leader of that team doing all of that. So the only thing that Curry has over that, yes, Curry does this, Curry, but he's elite. He's proven it, and he's got longevity. So
mhm.
Anthony Edwards hasn't sustained it, but yes, it is an opportunity for him to come in and use that to say, "Hey, yeah, give me a moment, let me get on." But once again, fans get 50% of the vote on the starters, so that's probably where that the majority of that came. And but definitely he'll be coming off the
Yeah.
bench, and I'm sure
And
he'll take
hey, and when you
that.
come off the bench, he gonna show his ass. So
Yep, he's
come
gonna
on.
do it everything
Yeah,
exactly
he gonna do it all. And I would love to see the game go back to the East versus the West with a real basketball game, bro.
right.
But really,
Well,
I miss that. Like a real competition, like the best of the best, trying to say we are the best, right? Not, hey guys, let's be friends and play high five. No, they gonna play some damn basketball. Shit.
they are changing it though. It's this year. There's a new format of it. It's not the way it used to be. This is going to be the first. It's a round robin. I forget, and there's three teams. Like I forget, bro. I had to do some more research on it. I was gonna do further research and bring it up, but I'll do that and make sure I tap into that and get the full details moving forward on that. So,
So
yep. Now they did talk about the NBA is talking about that they will not have any Sunday games when it comes down to the 2026 finals schedule. It is officially out. The headline is basically simple. It's just saying that there's going to be no Sunday games. And once again, in context, this hasn't happened since 1970. And like I said, the weekends used to be huge for
What is the
basketball.
reason? Yeah, I know. Like, especially Sundays, bro. Sundays was the
Right.
like that was your lick for all your games on
Yeah,
Sundays, right?
Saturday and
College
Sunday.
was Saturday. You
Right.
got your later games with your pros, but Sunday was
Sunday
like was your day, just like football, right? It was
right,
like when it was basketball season, Sunday you saw a lot of matchups,
right,
man. A lot of matchups. And now that's kind of crazy because people look forward to the weekends to watch games because they have
right,
more time on their hands. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
right. And not only that, but if you remember, if well, I'm not sure if you're that much of a understanding watcher of basketball, how these fall, but game 7 normally would fall, or game 6 or 7 or whatever, normally lined up on Father's Day.
Yep.
So that means
Yep.
there was always a game on Father's Day. So that means there's not going to be any game on Father's Day. So
Yeah, I
that's going
remember
to
this was my
be
daughter's birthday party. It was
right.
at the park. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we done blew this. We done blew the candles out." Me and my cousin, we was like, "Hey, let's go grab a 6-pack, bro, and let's watch Jordan ball out." It was like '98. It was that last 3-peat, right, or something like
Right.
that. So man, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
crazy, man.
yeah. It was a Father's Day birthday picnic. You know, the whole whoop de whoop, man. We was like, "Hey, we good
Mhm.
here." Back to the house just to watch because that's what everybody wanted to see the game, right? Like.
Right.
Especially, and it was the finals. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. But there is speculation on why this might be happening. Nothing really confirmed, but there is speculation. But basically, there's a lot of different things that are lining up with the timing and the rhythm of how things are going around this time frame due to the major FIFA World Cup scheduling that's going across North America. Now, there's these games, bro, that I don't know if you really heard about. I think I do tap into this in the special reporting section of the people are in uproar trying to, or like there's only like, let's say 100,000 at max at some of these arenas that can pack out, right? At max 100,000 people. Well, there's been like an influx of almost they said 500 million requests for tickets for this FIFA World Cups that's that's coming to North America. So it's been like this
Bro,
big.
that's
So I
wild.
think it's huge. Yeah. I think it's huge that's the reason why they're trying to move schedules. They're trying to do different things because they're like, they ain't going to be able to compete against.
Nah, they can't. Nobody. Hey, as much as we love basketball, baseball, and football, none of that shit can shine a light on football.
Right. Football,
Football, yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
And
man.
look,
That's a
I'm gonna give you
worldwide sport, bro.
dates. I'm gonna give you specific dates. Excuse me. Okay, the 2026 FIFA World Cup, June 11th through July 19th. That overlaps major US, Canada, Mexico markets, right? The collision with they're giving an example of is like the NBA, which normally would have typical final games, either 3 or 4, around June 12th. But
Mhm.
it's set for June 10th because why? You heard June 11th it starts for the FIFA World Cups. Now on June 12th, the reason why they probably moved is because the U.S. men's national team plays Paraguay in Inglewood at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be
Bro,
crazy as all hell out there, man. I would
bro,
not want to be out in Inglewood at all, bro.
not
When
on
we
that
play
day.
Paraguay
I
on
like to
that day.
fly over. I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
fly over.
That,
Hey, look at that. Yeah, other than that,
man,
nah, bro.
that is super crazy.
That's gonna
Um,
be, bro. Them streets are gonna be, man. They gonna have shit blocked off, detours, everything. It's gonna be madhouse out there. The streets
So
gonna be packed. People walking, parking in residential neighborhoods. It's gonna be all
right.
be all bad, bro.
Mm. On to
Yeah.
the next episode. Adam Silver, man. He has big Europe NBA Europe vision. And it's starting to take flight, gain momentum, and real shape. And I say that because they are looking at Paul Gasol, who attended and addressed the room, that he would be basically stepping up as the grassroots developer, getting everything in order for domestic leagues, talking how this can affect the youth and the bridging for the youth impact into the system, and also building beyond the ecosystem of just Europe basketball when the league and the NBA Europe um, starts to take flight. So that's crazy, man. He's tapping into the right person, man, which is Paul Gasol.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's a good move. If they,
Right.
especially with everything that's going on with the league and all that stuff, man.
Right.
It's gaining popularity. We know that. We know other countries. You got 14-year-olds playing pro, so in their
Right.
country. So we know how big and how important it is. So it's smart, and Pau Gasol is like a good ambassador for all of that, man. Bridge that
He
gap.
was the face. He was the face at this little high powered summit that they
Oh,
had.
okay.
Adam Silver went ahead and convened that, man, and basically it had over 250 stakeholders that what I'm saying were brought into this, and yeah, bro, it was great to see and hear, man. Once again, it's starting to expand beyond, which is kind of crazy. And we said this earlier. Let me give you some of the clubs and the cities that are already talking about strong interest in this whole emerge system. Basketball and soccer giants basically engaging in concept, right? Real Madrid, FC Barcelona, um, Pana, Panathinaikos, Olympia Milano, Bayern Munich, Alba Berlin. You know what I'm saying? Fenerbahce. Basically, you got soccer powerhouses: AC Milan, Manchester City, Paris Saint Germain. So I mean, it's crazy. And then you got the money, right? You got the big Saudi Public Investment Fund officials had attended as well. So they were there in full, and we all know them from Live Golf, Newcastle United, and that's basically this big money that they're talking about and then they're talking about Project B as well. So the Saudi Arabia role has been represented everywhere when it comes to every expansion that you could think of, bro. It's crazy. But some of the financial investment structures, they do have groups that are being presented. At the top of the list is always going to be this one, regardless if we like it, don't like it. It's a whole nother topic of discussion. But it is Blackstone. They got Sixth Street, they got Arctos, Laser, Rothschild, BC Partners, and Redbird Capital. That's where everything is starting right now. They got other potential partners that are looking at like Amazon Prime Video, Nike, and of course everything that the NBA brings with that in its tandems as partners. So it's crazy to see, man. Crazy to see. Just something to really go ahead and to hear about, but now actually for it to start to take place in the face of all of that out there is a great ambassador, as we both spoke about, which is Paul Gasol. So big ups to that, man, and hopefully it brings a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
that's all I
Yeah,
got
man.
right now, man. We will go ahead and step into a couple of things next after a quick break. Getting into some things in the W, and then we'll wrap everything up with the little special report section, man. But we'll be right back, man. Take a break.
Yeah.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment, do all of the above, man. And most of all, man, spread the word. You owe it to yourselves, man. Put your feet up. Go have a nice herbal tea. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. Like that. Like that.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We'll be right back. Let's go.
We need to break the show right now. The talk has gone bad.
You smell funny. About to buy out the bar, light a lot of cigars, but only for the night. We gotta fly out tomorrow. The hideouts on Mars, the tryouts are started. Charge, wild out the party. Read all about it in the newspaper. Yoki Golden bought him some new acres. Illegal cannabis, I prescribe you some new patients. Brand new facility, new blue faces. New dump truck booty, new brakes. New headlights, new grill, new skates. New red bottoms, new flaps, new bracelet. New trim, new straps, new facelift. Sisterhood of them traveling witches. Make her straddle his dick while I unravel them britches. Dead that meniscus, my javelin hitting them whiskers. Sticking and licking the kitty sweet as hibiscus. I finished my business, this sheet of dismiss. Sorry, I grew up with troublemakers and misfits. Raised on ramen noodles and fish sticks. Well, at least we had collard greens over Christmas. Vermont, Slauson, Gundo, Manchester Exposition. Though we caught in the wrong district. Find your name on the wrong wish list. And never fall for them guppies. Handle your business. Always say the West. It's a real thin line between offering and chilling. You killers. Ain't no game, don't guess. It's a bottomless rhyme, so you surely don't get no dinner. It's a hot mess. More clips and lines, and know we're coming with the very killer. Always say on the West. We do it every day, so homie, watch what you say. Yeah.
It's like hip-hop was this vibrant figure at one time. But over the time, hip-hop is going through a lot of transformations. She didn't went through it. But now when I see stories of rappers rapping on their porch, or I see artists that are rapping from their backyards, I look at that and I'm like, damn, that sounds like what my OGs talked about when they talked about hip-hop being in the boroughs, when they talked about hip-hop being on the block, and they talked about block parties. I feel like it's all coming full circle.
Welcome back, y'all. What it do? What it do? What it do?
You heard, you better listen, man.
Yeah.
Double SR.
Let's go ahead and tap into the W real quick, man. They had a little special game last night where they had a free throw challenge, their inaugural free throw challenge as well. But this is the unrivaled league. Just to remember when we was talking about how right now they're on strike, or what you want to call they haven't got the new collective bargaining agreement in cahoots yet with each other to make it happen. So they're talking about possibly going on a full strike, you know what I'm saying? If not, and then not having a league, and then that's where Project B, that's where Unrivaled comes in. Unrivaled is just like the big three. It's just to bring the people up to speed that don't follow everything that we do. So last night they had a big like I said, Unrivaled game where they had a free throw challenge as well, inaugural one. And basically Paige Beckers, man, she cashed out, bro. She continues to redefine exactly how to be a basketball player, man, and being dominant without all of the extras. She was dominant in the Unrivaled performance, and basically powered Breeze BC to an emphatic win, but also walked away with 50 grand in her pocket richer. After winning the inaugural free throw challenge, which delivered one of the best all-around games of the young season. So 37 points, man, in an 83-64 win over the missed BC. She shot 14 of 19 from the field, knocked down 5 of 8 from three-point range, and sealed the game off with an off-balance pull-up jumper, and basically hit the Unrivaled winning score, right? Snapped a 2-game losing streak for the Breeze, but also went 13 for 13 from the line in the free throw challenge. She didn't miss. Okay. Let me tell you, that was worth $50,000, man. Shit. So I wonder how many people can go out there and tap in and just hit 13 for 13 and don't miss. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, that's that, and walk away with $50,000. So shout out to her, man. She's averaging right now 23-4 in the season context, 8 rebounds and 6.8 assists. And I'll say this, bro, even in college, I really loved her game, bro. I just knew she was going to flourish and develop into a greater all-around basketball player. I kind of wasn't sure about if she was going to be size-wise, if that was going to affect her or not, you know, but she seems to adapt very well. Still playing at an elite level, especially being the reigning rookie player of the year. for the W. So it's good to see, and then she's continuously to take on other accolades like this in a whole nother league. So that's what's up, man. Shout out to her, bro.
Yeah.
She wasn't getting a lot of the pub that that others were getting. I don't want to shout out any names or other people that wanted and was getting it just because of complaining, right? So she just went out there and just let her game, speak for herself. So, and it's all on the court, and you see where it's at right now, man. And she's doing big things off the court too, man. I see her in a lot of different, her face in a lot of different avenues and fashion and different, just all kind of different products, man. So shout out once again to Paige Beckers on that. Right along as we do, man. We always like to shout out. We don't give no hate over here. Everybody gets equal love. This one's kind of different. I didn't know about this, so you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we're gonna highlight this, but I don't know if you did. Did you know that there is a LGBTQ Sports Hall of Fame?
Bro, I didn't. No, I did not know.
I did not know that either, my guy. But there was a face when I was going through and I'm reading different articles, and I seen this face. I seen the headline, and I seen the face. I was like, that face is familiar to me. I didn't know where the face was familiar from. But I was like, damn. So it made me just go ahead and this is how I came across this article, bro. But basically, yeah, they did a 2026 Hall of Fame announced there, or the LGBTQ Sports Hall of Fame class of 2026. And it had strong basketball ties. Of course, that's where I seen the face. I was like, oh shit, what's going on? Well, the face that was up there was a referee, Bill Kennedy. He's one of the referees. And I love his officiating. He has one of the most commentary, like he brings life to his commentary, the way he calls calls. Didn't know that he was a pride individual. But you know what I'm
What's his
saying?
name again?
Bill Kennedy. He's an NBA referee. He still referees, I believe, to this day. So, but anyway, he was a inductee. Rick Welt, that's an NBA executive. He's another one that was inducted. Robin Roberts, which is a journalist and broadcaster, and then Sue Wicks, which is also a former WNBA player. And then the special honor person, which I did know when he played, was Jason Collins. He received the Glenn Burke Award, honoring his courage and authenticity in sports because of him being like one of the very first people to come out as an active player. I remember that, and he had a twin brother that played as well. So shout out to all of those individuals, man. You made it into, like I said, something new for me. I didn't know about it. So yeah. And I didn't even know about Bill Kennedy. So, you know what I'm saying? Once again, not that I need to know. I'm just saying, for those that didn't, just real quick, he's on Bill Kennedy. I did want to say he's been a referee since the 95-96 season. He came out in 2015, according to this article. He's dealt with a lot of stuff. You can only imagine since 2015, all of the homophobic slurs during games and stuff when he officiated. He's been one of the ones that's been officiating NBA finals for a long time. He's also officiated the 2010 FIBA World Championships and also games in the 2012 Olympics. So, like I said, he is known for his animated and fan favorite like challenge announcements. When you do the coaches challenge and stuff like that, man. But yeah, he's right now he does have an injury. He has a hamstring injury, so he is currently sidelined. But hopefully for a speedy recovery. Shout out to your inductee, and man, we'll see you back on the court.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. So that is everything that I have right now, man. That I have for today. Like I said, it's been jam packed. There's so much stuff out there, man, that to dump through, and for us to actually finally look at a couple. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I forgot the special reporting section.
Yeah, I got a little baseball rundown if you need it. I got just a little something I've been
Right, that
looking
was
at.
my special reporting section because of the baseball. But man, once again, there is a lot of stuff that's going on in baseball, man. People are upset with y'all Dodgers, bro. I know you're used to it. I know.
Yeah,
But
I know.
man,
It
that's
ain't nothing new.
yeah, but man, bro, like the way they're upset is they're pushing now to actually enforce. Um, they're pushing to get the whatchamacallit enforced though. A salary cap. So now it's not even just hatred. You know what I'm saying? They're actually going to be pushing for um, salary cap stuff like that. Man, they're saying that this is getting to be
Hey, they
uh,
selling out bread, bro.
hey, bro,
They
they
selling out bread and they picking them up. They picking up. I mean, the only way you can stop that is with a cap, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't even know like if they're wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. It's like, man, I get it, because the Yankees did it, and
They
so
had a
now it's
super squad for a long time.
yeah, but
Yankees
somebody
was
has to do
dope,
it.
bro. Yeah, right. Like, I
Somebody
mean,
has
at
to
some
do it.
point, yeah, man.
Yeah, but also an update on the ex-Alabama basketball player that we had talked about who entered into the NBA draft, but then he went to go ahead and play for college in the tournament, and basically um, they revoked his eligibility, saying because he was ineligible by going into the draft. Well, he went ahead and he sued the
Oh,
NCAA, bro. Yeah, so
okay.
shout out to him, man. He filed in court, man, on several different things, basically that would grant him immediate eligibility into the NCAA. So shout out to him, man. Yeah. Um, hopefully everything turns out in my man's favor, bro. Just let him go do what he's got to do, man. Why do we want to take a 7-footer and put him in society when we know he probably doesn't know anything on how to function because he's been tall his whole life? So let him go play basketball, man. That's my
Yeah,
thing. What's he force him back out into what? Right,
exactly, bro. That's all he know.
right.
Yeah.
So let him go play. Especially if this takes too much time, then he's not going to be eligible. So what I'm saying that's it's a double-edged sword, man. So that's why hopefully this immediate action that he's filing for against the NCAA will go ahead. He's already got it signed by basically um, saying that he signed contracts with the NBA after competing in college for 2 seasons. But dude, it gets thick, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the way they make you move, bro. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's it's just an update on what's going on. But I just want to also highlight just to those players out there. We did see Indiana, man. Shout out to the Hoosiers, man, for their win over there in the big national game for NCAA. And they're gonna have to start making some decisions, and whoever doesn't get to go on to the next level, they're gonna have to make decisions. So
Mhm.
it's some things can come back to haunt people, and you never know because you're in the midst of doing what you got to do. So
Yeah,
just throwing these out there, people go look them up, take deep reads into them, so that way you can find out, man, and hopefully save somebody, or it stops somebody, or at least guide somebody in a better direction. Um,
mhm.
Scandal. We got more scandal in sports, man. Now it rocks against the Olympic sport. Yeah, so we
Bro.
got some Norwegian ski jumpers, bro. They were found to have illegally altered their suits last year's in their route to last year's world championship, and it's all been caught on video. Will you guys stop with the videos? Like, it's enough. See, you guys,
Why do
and
people incriminate themselves, dog?
that part. That's what I'm saying. Stop with going ahead and video, and everything doesn't need to be videotaped. And if you got somebody, it's not us, it's them. Well, then you guys got to find out better ways to do what you got to do. And once again, I'm not saying because any cheating is ridiculously like I don't support, especially on a level of the Olympics. So,
Yeah, man.
um, um yeah, bro. And
That's wild.
A familiar name comes up that brings all this to light, and his name is Pablo Torre. That's the same dude who's bringing up all of this stuff in the Clippers aspiration, Kawhi Leonard, KL2 fund, all that stuff, and whatever's going on. Pablo Torre is another one that's bringing up a lot of stuff and enlightenment that was going on with the Lakers situation. This dude is just, I don't know what it is if that's all he does, but he has, and all this is on a podcast. Like he just doing a podcast, but he used to be a journalist, I believe, as well. But anyway, bro, this dude has access to all kind of stuff, bro. But anyhow, shout out to him, man, for bringing this up, man. They said that they were showing it was all about just how the crotch was sewn together. Just think about that. This is like why are you filming people sewing crotches? Bro, I'm telling you, man. Somebody needs to film him while he's
witnessed.
Yeah, somebody needs to film them, filming the crotch, so that way they could turn them in. They're like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, but just think about that. Just a few stitches on the crotch here or there, whatever, changes that much in altering your uniform. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is wild, bro. And who told them this? How did they figure this out? You just undo the crotch. What could be faster? Like who?
I don't know. Undo it. I just
did somebody like rip their shit during the event and was like, damn, I'm moving faster. I don't know. Like, who does that? Where do you get this information? How do you even find that out?
It says here, bro. It says, look, it says the smoothest, hardest possible material can also help creating a less drag as a ski jumper flies through the air. The same reason swimmers shave their bodies before the most important competitions. Quote unquote, one person says, it's been a radical change in what I call the battle of millimeters. And another person says, you have all this technology that comes in and they're testing. They're using universities like a research department to find the right areas and testing a lot of different materials. Bro,
they
is
backing it by science.
Right. I mean,
they trying to win with science, bro. I ain't mad at them. I mean, shit. But if it's illegal, then you can't be doing that shit. You know what I mean? Because then everybody should be able to do it then, right? Or nobody should. It's kind of.
It says, this is crazy, bro. Listen to this real quick. It says, what happened changed in Trodium changed everything. Quote unquote. The stretch of the material is quite elastic. And when we felt this suit, it was not elastic at all, they said. They opened up the 5 different layers of the material. They had in that part entered in a different kind of material, a stiffer material. They had sewn it back together in the material, and then they sewn the suit back together. So for a normal eye, or even for our equipment controllers, not possible to even see. So when you compare that to basically everything that we've seen in terms of equipment and suits, it's on a totally different level of what has been done before.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
Bro, they shouldn't even be allowed to compete. Sorry. Anyhow,
that's crazy. So who funded this research team to figure all this shit out, bro?
It's in man, go check out Norway's ski jumping scandal that rocked the nation on Bedrock Olympic Sports, man. That's the way they even have it labeled. So that's the article, man. Shout out to the Athletic on that article, man, because once again, man, we can't make none of this shit up, bro.
Nah, none of it, bro.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
I'm still tripping because they had to pay somebody to do this research, bro, because don't nobody work for free, right? So you had to fund a unit of scientists to research fabric and crotches and whatever the fuck.
That's a whole lot, bro.
Just to
On to the
win,
next
bro.
story, bro. Yeah, just to win, bro. I mean, it's that big of a deal, right? So on to the
Yeah.
next story, man. It looks like that there's gonna be for sports TV. You know, everybody's battling back and forth for who's got the best this, and everybody's complaining about how they like me and NBA, bro. It's hard to find a game because all these packages you need to have if you want to follow your team.
Yep.
But I guess Money Call um is I'm sorry, that's the name of the article, right? It's a Money Call article, but basically there's a conversation that's actually drawn up true sports TV bargains. They're trying to come out right now with um it is supposed to be like for 8.99 versus 7.99, right? Where you get all of your um what it says here. It says, so I want to point out an example relevant this week. What they had to do to go ahead and try to follow is like the UFC event fans had to pay more than $90, being able to buy the individual UFC pay per view event. And that's $80 each, right? So it's like you got to pay for a subscription, then you got to pay for your pay events, and then you got to pay to
Yep.
watch it somewhere else. So that's what
Yep.
that's this big thing that's going on, right? But the ones right now that they're showing is like they're gonna be charging like a 8.99 monthly Paramount Plus with Saturday UFC events, right? So basically they're gonna start
They
out
paired up already.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they're gonna start it at a smaller surge pricing for subscribers. So basically it's not gonna be this worrying about that one time $80, $90 blah 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 blah. So you know it is something out there that I want to talk about because I have this issue, bro. Or
I know,
had
I know. You talk about it all the time. So it's for
it's
somebody who's in the hoop like you are, bro. Yeah.
crazy.
To be
It's
stuck watching a game you don't really want to watch, but you watch it anyway because you love hoop. That ain't fair to the
right,
paying all. You know what I mean? That ain't fair to the
right,
person who
right,
that ain't right.
exactly. And it's starting to be that way with
But
football too. I'm seeing it
football
going
too,
down that
man.
same way. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's
Prime
crazy.
got this game, ESPN got
Right,
that game, NBC
right.
Peacock got that game.
That
Like
game.
it's like, come on, bro. Like, what are y'all doing?
Yep.
Like, you know, what are
It's
y'all
that.
doing?
It's that.
Why do you have this? Why do you need that many deals with that many different like
Well, you know why?
I mean,
It's
I
all
get
about
it, but yeah, we know why. It's about that dollar that don't mean shit. But I feel
right.
you.
Um,
That
now
money that has no value.
keep this one out, bro. This little shit right here, right? There was a soccer coach who went to apply for a Saudi job. Basically, he was putting in for a Saudi job for a football team that was going on out there. But it was a fake job. It didn't exist. Basically, they put that job out there, man, to go ahead and get this dude kidnapped. They, that's
Wait a minute.
crazy, bro. Yeah.
So they put out a job
Uh,
offer
yeah.
for
A
position
coach
and
for
they
a soccer
just
coach.
hoping this dude would be the one to apply, or they were just waiting for him to be to apply. Because I'm sure more than one had to apply, right?
Right. I guess
I mean,
you
you
know
would think, right? If
yeah,
it's
you would think that, man.
yeah,
Is
so
he
they
was
just waited for
going
his
to
name to pop
interview
up.
for a coaching job in Saudi Arabia. He thought that it was a chance to work on a new continent, experience a whole different part of the world, and also add another chapter to his football life that he had written. Right. So everything was beautiful. Everything was on its way. You know what I'm saying? And basically, he got into a four-seat sedan, and he looked at the dude once he figured everything that was going on, and basically was like, "Man, we're kidnapping you. Like you just signed. You were gonna like they set him all up, bro, to get all of this money because he was a big soccer like legacy type dude that signed for this big enormous amount of money. Um,
Yeah. So
and
what
yeah,
they
it's like I
got him
don't
doing? Being their personal soccer player?
know.
It's some like underground soccer world, bro. Like what the fuck?
I know, right? How were they not? But you know, in Saudi, man, they
Yeah.
operate different, bro. So let me just
Entertain me. You against the whole team. You're the goalie and everything, right? Like, I don't
right,
know. That's crazy. That's a movie, bro. That's a movie.
right.
Uh,
It's
straight up
crazy,
movie.
man. But yeah, man,
Damn.
he ended up, you know what I'm saying, getting to talk to like all kind of like the National Crime Agency got involved with the FBI, and basically he was talking about the whole process on how he was, you know what I'm saying, like how if he was flagged or what. Man, it's a crazy story, man. It's so much, man. I'm not gonna go through this in its entirety. I just thought it was interesting to be like, bro, you can't even be safe enough to just be going to apply for like coaching jobs and
Yeah,
stuff
your
like that.
dream. I wanna
Yeah,
this is my dream job, and what they do, ask for, that's crazy.
that's super crazy, my guy.
That's crazy,
Uh,
bro. That's like some 12 years of slave shit. Like, come on, man. Oh, this
mhm.
dude is talented. We're gonna snatch him up. We're gonna make him make some money for us. Like,
God,
that's
man, you find out that it's all because of what you love to do, which is soccer.
yeah.
You love
Like,
it, and this is gonna end. Like,
that lets
man,
you
that's
know how
crazy.
big the game is, right? It's
Right,
to go that far to
right,
and
right.
then what you gonna do? Brainwash him to go onto a certain team and
Yep, that
fucking
part.
rig games for you and shit. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like,
Yep,
that's crazy, man. Like, what is the why behind all of it, right? Why are you kidnapping
right.
people, bro? Like, we can play
That's
soccer,
crazy. That is
black monkey
crazy.
with a spike ball. I don't. What is it? What's the whole purpose of that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What is the whole purpose of that? And then the terror, again, and then if the person survives this, and now they got to sit here and deal with the PTSD of that shit. You know what I
Right,
mean? Yeah, they might write a book and make a movie, make a little bread, but still, that's still your pain and your life being altered and messed with, right?
right,
Because of
right,
somebody's greed. So that's crazy, man. That's
right. That's crazy, my guy.
make you
Yeah,
think twice about like
all kinds of stuff. All
like
kinds of stuff,
like
bro.
so the next time you see a job, something like that posted somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Man, how do
Crazy
you
work.
even like you got to go through some serious shit to try to figure out if those people are legit and you know what I mean? And
Right,
with digital everything nowadays, come on, man, you can
right.
falsify everything. You know what I mean? Like, come on, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy work out there. That's why I said had to highlight something like that when it comes across. I'm looking at it and I'm reading it. I'm like, this man, just y'all got to go check out the story, man. Just go do that. Last but not least, man, shout out another individual in the sports world, Michelle Tafoya. Does that name ring bells to you?
Sound familiar?
She spent 11 years covering the NFL with NBC Sports before she stepped down in 2022. She was a sports broadcaster. I used to
Yeah, I see it.
watch her a lot. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know
And
faces better than names, so
right, right. But
I
anyway,
understand.
she was a sideline reporter for the NFL. I mean, she did NFL sideline reporting for NBC. But on Wednesday, after she walked away from that in 2022, but on Wednesday, she announced that she is going to run for Minnesota Senate seat out there.
Oh
So
snap!
yeah, that is. She's hoping to win the
That's dope.
Republican nomination for the spot, which is being vacated by Tina Smith, who is retiring, and she's a Democrat, so she's trying to be a Republican nominee for that. So, but yeah, she's done interviews with like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Brees, Peyton Manning, all kinds of different specials with these individuals. Man, she's turning 20. She is 61, and she's been covering the NFL about more than just football. She also was in there when all this political stuff comes up. She was always a face and always had a voice, and when it was going down, now it explains a lot. So she
Yeah,
said it taught her a lot about how leadership really works. She's prepared, and she will be accountable. She understands because of being around sports that teams succeed, so it's not just yourself. Um, and basically that she did highlight something that I thought was important when I read this is that she says that she feels like um, that um, she wants to keep female sports for female athletes, quote unquote. And I think that's huge, especially in all the BS that we have going on right now. We see
Yep.
time and time again where we see individuals. It's easy to find just on any social platform. You're gonna see it where there's something happening where that person shouldn't be doing that to that other person because they identify themselves as being a female, and that doesn't change the fact that you're not a female. So, you
Exactly.
know, it's bigger than just sports. But when you have a voice, that somebody like her who's been around, she's a two-time Sports Emmy Award winner as well.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking about now that I'm looking at her.
Looking at it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
her face,
I know exactly who you're
she's been
talking
around.
about. Yeah,
Yeah, she's done
forever,
CBS.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah, she's been doing this like everywhere. Winter
yeah,
Olympics, college sports, football, basketball. Like she's done
yeah.
it all. And the big segments, like when they do those reporting segments where it's just that person interviewing that person. She's done that kind of work. So
Mm-hmm.
she wants to go ahead and um, put a lot of effort to ban transgender girls and women from participating in girls and women's sport events. So that's where I think it's huge, man. So shout out to her. Um, you know, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, her mind is in the right place. She was born and raised in California. So that's another California out there, person trying to make a difference. So go ahead and do that, man. Shout out. Shout out. That's all I
Yeah,
got, my guy, man. Like I said, it's been a lot of stuff going on in the world of sports, man. I know we try to bring
yeah,
as much as we can, but you guys got to go check some of these articles out for yourself, so that way
yeah.
you can deep dive into it and get the gist of everything, man. Because it's a lot. It's a lot, especially this
A
time of
lot.
year
Yeah,
right now.
you know it, man. Hey, but before we get off of here, I got some quick
I,
baseball news.
I was
Got
about
some
to say,
Major League
pass that
Baseball
baseball
news.
and leave that to you, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, it's off season moving fast, bro. Like you said, Dodgers just made another power move,
Mhm.
locking up Kyle Tucker, 4 year, $240 million deal. Man, one of the biggest bats in the market, bro. He rocking that Dodger blue, baby. that's
And that's where
hey,
that cap is at. They're trying to get
that's where
that
that
cap.
cap is coming. Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Why they're
yeah.
upset.
Now over in Queens, the Mets just pulled off a blockbuster of
Yep.
their own,
Yep.
trading for shortstop Bo Brigitte. Yeah, and that move alone shifted the entire free agent landscape right there. So it's going to be a
Right.
lot of man, it's going to be a lot of people that's going to be looking to get on some decent teams. The Chicago Cubs, they stayed aggressive. They landed Alex Bergman on a
Mhm.
5 year, $175 million contract after his 2020, real good 2025 season. Uh, the Diamondbacks, they made some noise. They got 10-time Golden Glove Nolan Ardino from the Cardinals. So that's a massive defensive and clubhouse addition, man. They're going to be
Right.
beefing up the D over there in Arizona. The Yankees, they continue reshaping the pitching staff, man. They trading for left-hander Ryan Weathers from the Marlins. Yep.
Okay.
He's headed over there. In Cincy, you got that superstar Ellie De La Cruz.
Mm.
Turned down a record extension offer from the Reds, betting on himself and setting up a franchise contract storyline kind of deal. So, hey, more power to you, right?
Mhm.
Um, Veteran Justin Verlander is still drawing interest from a bunch of teams, man. A bunch of clubs looking at him. Just you know, they don't know who. We'll see, right? We'll see. It's
Right.
all about that. It's all about that dollar sign, right? That decimal
Right.
and them commas. So, we'll see how that works out. And then finally, Hall of Fame class of 2026 is official. Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones are headed to Cooperstown with Derek
Oh
Jeter
yes,
giving them the pinstripe salute. So, big shout out to those dudes. You
yeah,
know what I mean? For
right,
getting that love. So
right.
that's a when you get that call, bro, you in the Hall of Fame. Come on.
Cooperstown, baby.
Come on, bro. Come on now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's it for the for the baseball, man. Just big money, big moves. Spring is upon us.
Yeah,
Spring
man.
is upon us. We'll see what
Yeah,
it
it's
do.
about to be a whole lot going on, man. So
Yeah,
might have to,
man.
I'm saying, hit people with some updates in between, bro, because I'm
Yep.
cutting a lot of shit out too already. But
Yep.
man, it's a pleasure, man. Catch us here every
Always.
weekday. Definitely Sports Talk Wednesdays live, man. Let's go ahead and let's wrap this up. You got any last words before we go ahead and head on to the next phase of today?
Stretch. Stretch.
Right.
Stretch. Start your
Right.
day when you get up, get up to stretch, man. Be
Right.
mobile. If you're not a mobile person, hey, get up and try to do a little activity. Like
Right.
I know what it feel like to work in a cubicle, so your 15
Yeah.
minute or your little 5-minute ergonomic breaks, man. You gotta get up, walk around, do some stretching,
Yeah.
do some things.
Right.
Yeah, man. Keep your body moving. You you don't use it, you lose it. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
Love
motion
yourself.
is lotion. Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
say, man. Motion is lotion. Keep them joints moving, keep them ligaments stretched. You know what I'm saying? All of it, man. And once again, the legs, man, because a lot of this comes from without having that circulation in our legs too, man. So we do a lot of sitting in front of computers for all reasons, even after work. So even if you work in a cubicle, then you go home and you sit in front of a computer to do content creation or producing or editing or writing or researching, right? Or school, some online schooling. So whatever it may be, man, just good thing, man. Just get up there and let's move. And cut. I'll say this. I'm gonna add to that on what you just said. Not only just move and stay active as much as possible, but just cut back on a little bit of sugar. Just a little bit. Let's start there. So if you're
Yep.
used to drinking a big gulp a day, cut that into a small. You know what I'm saying? Start there. If you can, just you know what I'm saying, you got to start somewhere. Just small increments.
Yep.
That way your body will make a shift and it won't want it as much. So and that's the biggest thing I don't think anybody really talks about, stretching for one, and the other thing is our sugar intake. There's sugar in everything that we get, man. So
Everything.
yeah.
Everything, man. I tried to buy some lemon pepper seasoning last week, bro. And I'm reading the back of them and I'm like, why is there sugar in this shit? I asked for lemon pepper. I ain't asked for, you know what I
Right.
mean? I did
Yeah.
find one. Kingsford, they don't sponsor us. Y'all should. Kingsford lemon pepper seasoning has no sugar in it.
Right.
So if you're looking for something that doesn't have a ton, you got to read them labels, man. They put sugar in everything for no reason.
That
Tomato
part.
basil soup. Why you got to put sugar in tomato basil soup, bro? Why?
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy once you start to look at some of these ingredients, man. That's the next thing we'll probably slide your way as some tips, man, is start reading ingredients, bro, because
Yep.
that's the thing. So, we can keep going on and on and on, but that's why we got all different platform or different segments on the platform. So we'll save some for there, man.
You know it.
But
Go
on that,
Broncos.
yeah, so let's go Niners. Let's get healthy, man. Move that electric shit y'all got in the backyard and blow that shit up and move the team, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
But with that being said, man, let's have a good one, safe one, and let's sugar. Let's do it.
You know it.